pending exit of Mauricio Pochettino. Now there is the decision of the new manager, and it's between Christophe Galtier, who seems to be the one that's coming in, over Zinedine Zidane, who was going to be the popular choice. So I have here Michael Lahoud and Jonathan Johnson as we discuss, is this choice the clear one? Jonathan Johnson, let's begin with you. Christophe Galtier, we know what he's done in the French top flight, and of course his experience in that division. What do you make of, what's the latest, and what would you say in terms of Christophe Galtier over Zinedine Zidane?
Hey there, guys. Great to be back on with you. Yeah, it's an interesting one, and dare I say it, if PSG managed to get this deal over the line, it's a smart move. First of hopefully many this summer in terms of PSG turning things around after a stagnant couple of years of their project. And I guess there's different ways that you can look at it, pros and cons. Pros: Christophe Galtier knows Ligue 1 like the back of his hand. 3-time best manager in Ligue 1 winner. He's also won the Ligue 1 title against Qatari-owned PSG with Lille. Also won the Coupe de la Ligue when he was with Saint-Etienne, and has basically made a success of some very difficult situations, both with Saint-Etienne and then with Lille. I would argue as well that he actually did pretty well in his first season with Nice as well. Some people would beg to differ, but I think there is that argument that Galtier is somebody who was definitely more of a sure bet domestically, but then there are question marks over his Champions League record, and you absolutely cannot question Zinedine Zidane's Champions League record, given everything that he's achieved with Real Madrid. So I think it comes down to the simple question of, which one of those two guys wanted the PSG position more. And we know that Zinedine Zidane's priority for a while now has been the French national team. And given that we've got the World Cup coming up at the end of the year, Didier Deschamps looks to be, I'm not going to say on borrowed time, but he looks to be approaching the end of his natural cycle with Les Bleus. It doesn't make any sense for Zinedine Zidane to commit to something which really is going to require at least 3 years, if in 6 months' time his dream job might become available. So I think to an extent it was a non-starter, but also at the back of Zinedine Zidane's mind is perhaps, are there any other clubs out there who I would like to join, who are kind of primed for Champions League success that I can step in and basically get them over the line? So I can understand why there might have been a temptation from Zidane. Obviously there's a lot of emotion connected to the fact that he comes from Marseille but never played for and has never coached the club. But at the end of the day, I think that Galtier is the smarter choice, especially when PSG have just brought in Luis Campos to basically shape the sporting project. Campos and Galtier work together in Lille, and obviously Campos has a phenomenal reputation given everything he achieved in Ligue 1 with Monaco and then Lille. So very, very interesting toss-up between the two, but I think ultimately Galtier will be the more pragmatic choice for PSG.
Well, I just want to start off by saying bonjour. Been practicing Duolingo, my French. We're doing Ligue 1. So
well done. The easiest word. Well done, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it to the test when Mike comes and visits
in October. Yeah, I know, man. Bonjour and baguette. That's as far as I got. I failed my first couple tests, but I won't fail this one. And here's why. It depends on this PSG just desire to conquer Europe in the Champions League. They need to put that to rest and go with a more pragmatic coach, as you said. And here's why. Look, it ain't working. You keep going after all these names. You keep going after, just shoot for the stars. You land on the moon. But football is a team sport, and it starts at the top. You need to have someone who knows the league. You need to have someone who can get the best out of players that also has a relationship with the sporting director. I think because they have a prior relationship, that is going to bode well for PSG in the longer term. And you've committed to Kylian Mbappe. There's a revolution happening inside that locker room, and you need to have a bit of calm and a bit of connection between the manager and the sporting director. And I think that's the key thing in this relationship that makes Galtier probably the better choice. And what you said about Zizou, I just don't see it. It'd be really odd to see him in the PSG dugout, especially because Zizou, Madrid, that's just a marriage that my mind can't take it. I feel like I'll have to fill my coffee up with something else other than coffee, just not the regular stuff, the stronger stuff that we can't talk about on this show.
Well, you can. We've done it in the past, so don't worry about that. But the choice is clear per PSG, of course, as Christophe Galtier seems the favorite to take over. We will see if he indeed, because of his French experience in the top flight, and of course with the clubs that JJ mentioned, can PSG finally not just dominate Ligue 1, but the Champions League. We will have to wait and see.